Ah, here we are. Immersion Ho. Don't you feel immersed when that screen pops up? You bet I do. I feel immersed in something. Alright. We are Gage Blackwood. We have returned to Chichen Itza. And we left on some kind of a translation puzzle. Haven't seen many of those on Twitch streams I've watched recently, starring people named Steve. We've got a set of numbers, 1 through 13. And over here we have a set of TV aliens. And we can rotate both of these gears. I am kind of guessing / inferring that the goal here is to match one of the numbers with one of the gears, or one of the aliens. I'm not even really sure what these are. I thought they were octopus TV kind of things, but you know, you really just can't tell. And the closest thing we have had to a hint about what to do here is Televalianists. Yes, that's a good variation on an existing term. Is this stuff up here on this particular wall? These appear to be numbers. These appear to be the symbols that are on the aliens. The top row seems to be almost indistinguishable, identical, or at least near identical symbols. The second row, I don't know if you have any idea what these could be, Lexi. They look like they might be some other kind of thing. Maybe the idea is if we want this and this, then we should put this in. And if we want this and this, we should put this in. Or maybe since the top row is all the same, it means if we want whatever's on row 2, we should put in what's in row 3. Problem is, we have no idea what these things in row 2 are, so we'll need some kind of basis for comparison if we're to do anything with that. Right? Does that sound logical so far? This we think, this just looks like more of an illustration. Here we have, on this wall, looks even less tied to anything really. We have sets of 3 baubles here, like you might see under the TVs. But they don't really look connected to this, and this isn't so much of a rectangle. Lexi says, I'm not saying this is unfair, I'm just saying that at least Broken Sword gave us a single time to read instructions, yes. Also, our display says you are playing in adventure mode, which seems a little bit meta, for lack of a better word. And then here we have the number 4, but that's the only time we see a number. So could the fact that we only see one number here mean anything? I don't know. And aside from these drawings on the walls... Oh, and we have these drawings which are above the wheel as well. Not really clear what they mean either, though. So if you want to see anything more closely, Lexi, you have the prerogative to ask me to dwell on something. Lexi says, my bet you will get a translation chip somewhere. That could be. And if so, then as far as we know, there is no other people coming through the floor here. Does that mean this is another good old floor that lowers? It could be. Oh, what have we here? That's new. We didn't discover that last time, and that's a lot simpler than translating. What could it be? A ceramic bowl. Let's inspect it. A ceramic bowl with a propulsion system in it. Just kidding. There is a blue substance inside this boldly painted ceramic tripod bowl. That almost sounds like a Price is Right announcement. There's a blue substance inside this boldly painted ceramic tripod bowl. We haven't inspected the other items either. Look at that handsome grappling hook. This durable grappling hook is attached to a 15-meter length of rope. And you never know when we could need something like that. My best bet is that we use it instead of a propulsion system around Saturn. 275, Bob. Ding! And the bloody arrow. This is a simple arrow with a wrought iron tip. We've done that before. You went to the prices right after all? Could it be? Alright, what if we try and turn while there's an inventory item? That's why you look at the floor, people. Okay, so we have a ceramic bowl. There's nothing that we could use it on yet. We could paint this guy. I bet that's what everyone tries to do. To use a bowl, drag it onto the screen. Are you getting this, this painting effect too? That's fun. Anyway. Still haven't found any way to walk forward without using the keyboard, which is just fab. If only could paint this stuff. No more trails here. More symbologies up here. So short of putting in every combination of numbers and TV symbols that was on the right in that room, I don't know what to do. Should we go somewhere else for now? Oh, and I also think this is maybe the first of our questions, that we could go back to the present. We can go back to our home base in this game whenever we want, I think. So we might as well try that and see whether we can do anything. There's not much here. The sun isn't shining on this side. Looks like there are symbols up there, but they're not illuminated. We could try and paint over the Galileo or Leonardo da Vinci painting, I guess. All right, let's just try one more of these randomly. Let's try the first one. Can you tell what that number is? It looks like it might be 8. And the symbol in the middle is, I don't know, it's kind of a cluster of darkness in the vague shape of a inverted triangle, maybe? So try that. There's 8. It's not that one, I don't think. I recently learned why denim is often blue, says Lexi. I don't know if I can find a symbol that matches that. Could that be a clue, perhaps? That's the closest one I can find. Interesting. So we do have that symbol, we do have that symbol. Is it about the symbols that we do have and don't have? All right, well, let's equip our biochip for jumping. Hey. And recall, I think, goes to the present, so let's hit that. Easy as that. It's been around and been blue for a very long time because indigo was cheap and color fast. Oh, all right. Also, denim and jean fabrics were once separate things. Fascinating. All right, we've made it back home. Now, it could be that there's something else here we haven't discovered yet. What am I looking at here? Is this seating down here? Yeah, it could be we could use items in our house somehow that we've collected from elsewhere. After reviewing the last stream too, I've also lowered the volume of the game a touch. Have we looked at our desk? I don't think we did look at our desk. What if we missed something here? We can inspect... This is good. Okay, we'll inspect our papers. And this globe thing. You have one of those very stylish 1970s style sunken living rooms. 1970s, eh? Is that what you think this is? Okay, let's look at the papers first. Gotta look at our docs. Ooh, looks like we get to start with some reading. We even have a page forward icon. Personal mission log transcription, Gage Blackwood, ID 242232448, which is not the ID that is inscribed below the screen there. Lexi, which of course also came back into style in the 2170s, yes of course. But this is the 2300, so it's still pretty retro. 728, 2329, 4:26 p.m. So that was a few... Wait a sec. That's almost, that's like 3/4 of a year later than now. Let's read. For the past few jumps, I've been experiencing a vague, dizzy sort of feeling when I time travel. It's... Pause. Oh, because it was transcribed and it transcribes the pauses? It's almost like something hovering just beyond the reach of my consciousness, like a word on the tip of my tongue. And then the feeling goes away as soon as I get to where I'm going. I've never heard of anyone experiencing this before, so I'm afraid that I might be developing some new kind of time travel disease, or maybe a sensitivity to it. Not that I'm surprised, no one's ever proven that time travel is entirely safe. We're the guinea pigs. Sigh. That'll be a Sunday. Of course. Well, maybe, maybe there's some Zelda going on. Of course, I can only hope that it doesn't get any worse. If it does, I'll have to let Chalman know. Apparently we're still using paper here too, by the way. He's breaking the rule, no jumps on Sunday. 8/15, 2329, later on next year. I don't understand it. The coordinates of the station were supposed to be accurate to within a millimeter. But somehow I just ended up floating in space where the station had been about an hour earlier. Unless the location and velocity data were wrong, I don't know how it could have been so badly miscalculated. They said they took everything into account, down to the most negligible effects on its velocity, with the apostrophe. And that was a transcription that introduced the apostrophe. Down to the most negligible effects on its velocity by any bodies within 1,000 light years of it. I could see the station drifting out there, but I couldn't get to it. The suit doesn't have any kind of thrusters. Pause. TSA protocol says to scrap a mission if something unpredictable happens. But this is obviously just an error in calculation. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to find a way to get to the station. But if I go into the TSA looking for a thruster, someone might wonder what's up. So it looks like I'll have to get creative. Yeah, it's just a transcription error. What do you expect from machines? August 15th. I came up with a pretty cheesy idea for propelling myself into to the space station. I still can't believe it actually worked. Not that it matters. Even after getting in, I kept running into barriers. No oxygen, no gravity, jammed doors, and here's the kicker. I heard a voice. There shouldn't have been anyone there. Whoever it was saw me and told me to get off the station. Actually, I'm not sure he saw me so much as detected my presence. But still, I had no choice. I had to abort. It's a miracle I didn't cause a ripple. Maybe because whoever it was died up there before coming into contact with another human being. But I can't help but think, what if it was Farnstein? Did he live longer than we believe? The station was obliterated. How could he have survived? Or could the stories be true? Might it have been an artificial life form that he created? I can't escape the irony. I went there to learn the truth, but the truth is what forced me away. Maybe this is a sign that some things are meant to remain unknown. See, we have pretty sophisticated speech patterns for a deadbeat. We're no expert, but we're rhetorical. We're not just some time travel troll. So that sounds like what you need to do. You end up jumping right into space. So yes, he didn't reveal what his idea was, but he didn't say that it wasn't a grappling hook. Next log. September 1st, 2329. Gage Blackwood, sophisticated deadbeat. I don't know about my luck these days. It happened again. When I got to Gaillard, there was someone standing right in front of me, looking out over the tower wall. He was a Gaillard. Both a guy and a guard. Maybe that's why the castle was so named. He spun around the second he heard the displacement effect. There wasn't a thing I could do. But before he could even draw his sword, an arrow came over the wall and hit him in the back. In the back? Did our arrow hit him in the back? It might have hit him in the back if it fully penetrated him. Lucky for me, I guess, he would have killed me. Can you imagine the distortion that would have caused? It should have created a huge one as it was. I guess we're just damn lucky and the arrow would have hit him anyway. I don't get it. The jump locations are supposed to be scanned with a fine-tooth comb. How could they not have noticed? How could they have not noticed? How could they have not noticed? I'd like to hear their explanation for this one. And then, I go to watch Philippe Augustus' men climbing up through the garde-robe. And when I get there, all I see is the grappling hook they left behind. The whole reason I was sent there was to document how the castle fell. And they got me in there too late for it. Well, that would explain that. I know it's difficult to distill accurate information from historical accounts, but this is twice in as many missions. I guess I'm going to have a little talk with the guys in research before I end up materializing in the middle of a Shriners convention. September 6th. On my last jump, the strange feeling that I've been experiencing during time travel became a little more tangible. Much French. Beaucoup de français. I became aware of a faint, almost imperceptible ghost of my jumpsuit floating slightly out of phase with myself. I'm assuming it's a glitch in the suit's circuitry. Gage Blackwood, regular future historian, I guess. Yes, perhaps. He's certainly a beta tester for these jumpsuits. The time phase synchronizer's probably malfunctioning. That should worry me, but I'm actually relieved. Oh, that was his explanation. At least now I know there's nothing wrong with me. I'm going to have Bill run a diagnostic on my suit tomorrow. Good old Bill. He's always there for us. All right, well that sheds a little bit more light on why we've been seeing what we've been seeing. How do we dismiss this thing? Oh, that's an eye. I see. And it's still not exactly clear why these things are in the future. Right? I mean, maybe it is clear. Future Gage just wanted to send present Gage to a time before, you know, he was chased down and captured. All right, let's look at this thing. What have we here?
You have 3 messages.
Messages! That should shed some more light on things. We have a button there, 4 buttons. Don't know how to play our messages. Are these going to be the European variety doctors from... Oh, maybe Agent 3's in there, who knows? Let's press the first button. Hello?
Mr. Blackwood, this is Mark Johnson from Interactive News Network. I'm just calling to see if you'd like a chance to tell your side of the story. Give me a call at Sector 10, 569-82227, and we'll talk about setting up an exclusive interview. I hope to hear from you soon.
Looks like the news was after us. Even though we work for a slightly less secret organization. The voices were a bit quiet too, but I think there's only one volume control on this game. There she is.
Hey, Gage, how you doing? Listen, Oh, shoot, it's your day off. You're probably in Tahiti, as usual. Well, anyway, I was wondering if I could borrow your Environ system. The record button's busted on mine, and I haven't had a chance to get it fixed. And hey, you do me this one favor. I might be willing to forget our bet. Remember? Grav ball last week? Thought you'd get away with it, huh? Not this time, pal. I beat you fair and square. So call me. I'm at home. Thanks. Bye.
She has a little more spunk this time. Maybe they've become better friends. Just to check, before we go on. Allow me to check on it, sir. Come on, interface. Get out of there. Yeah, there are no volume controls there at all. Okay. Message number 3.
Gage, it's me. Wake up and answer the phone. Hello. I know you're there. Where else could you be? Well, anyway, you owe me, pal. I got your jumpsuit. I just pray they don't realize their key evidence is missing before you figured out what's going on, or we'll both be in neck deep. I mean, it wouldn't take a genius to figure out that I was the only one who could have taken it. But hey, they wouldn't fire me, would they? I'm their chief technician. Who else do they have to get their net games running? I'll send you the suit as soon as I put in an Opmin biochip. If you get a chance, you'll want to modify it to automatically record evidence. And if you need anything else, please, hesitate to call me. Oh, and Gage, do me a favor. Erase your messages for a change. Thanks. Good luck, buddy.
Looks like we have a new friend. That dead stare into the FaceTime OANS communicator is pretty realistic for a machine that will automatically record your face after the beep. Communicator. I do want to check it just in case I'm missing something here. Okay, so it does add a BTG. We are slowly learning, aren't we? But we can't go back to the title screen without quitting the thing, and Alright, never mind. There's our Wesley character. So that guy, whoever he is, apparently stole our own jumpsuit for us. Why? Because we were investigating what's wrong with it? And that might have gotten us into trouble. Oh, we can't press the 4th button. We can't press these things. Alright. The cops were after us, yes, exactly. And there's some kind of a table here.
Agent 5, Gage Blackwood, is under house arrest. Access privileges revoked.
Aha.
Agent 5, Gage Blackwood,
All right.
is under house arrest. Access privileges revoked.
So even now we're under house arrest? Did we see what this was? Just a cool lamp, I guess. All right. He's just a light. Books for display only. Did I look at this before? The Journeyman project, it seems to say at the bottom there. We're on house arrest, no books allowed. That statue looks a lot like it comes from Chichen Itza, like we swiped it from Chichen Itza.
Antique books for display purposes only. Please do not touch.
So now it's not at all clear who's saying that. I missed the typo that time. I was reading too quickly. Can we sit down and at least have a drink at the counter? So where do we go next, Lexi? What do we try next? What over here? A cool tabletop toy thing. And it zaps and makes the music stop. Well, I feel a little bit more comfortable with the wandering thing now. Now that I've had some time to get used to it. That looks like an automatic bird thing that I want to be able to interact with. Well, we must search for any biochips we can snatch up. Well, that's always true, yes. No idea where we're going to get other biochips from, though. Time for fruit. Okay, my fruit appears to be in good standing. There's a chair. Can't interact with that. That does look like a bird. Something tells me we're not going to be able to go to that bird. Bio fruit. I'm trying to figure out whether we can get into our cool living room. Seems like it's not easy, if it is possible. Oh, that's what this was. Magazines and stuff. What have we here? The Journeyman project. Ooh, is this where we get our cool robot figures? Maybe Bandai made a... yeah. Bandai made a figurine of... could it be us? And we can't interact with these ones. And there's a spring here. Now it's just a spring. So that's a little bit more like Myst, or maybe it's more like, you know... I don't know if it's more generic than Myst. Just cool little things that do cool little things. Solar system. That'd be fun to have one of. Well, we've learned a little more, but we haven't found anything new in the way of possessions. At least we can rock out with that little riff every once in a while. Still appears to be nothing we can do here. Maybe that's how we would normally leave the apartment if we weren't on house arrest. Oh, music inspiration, is that what you meant? See? I don't have to look at these stairs to use them. I don't have to look up them, down them. Okay, well, the closest thing to an idea I have is... let's try grappling the space station. Have you come up with anything else? No. Alright. The other main question on my mind is, are we doing the evidence thing right? We're sure not getting much help there. Alright, let's try the Farnstein lab then. There's our good old station friend. It's hard to tell what the station is. Is it this thing here? Are we really just floating in midair? Alright, grappling hook, grapple us over. And if it's not the grappling hook, Qu'est-ce que c'est? Looks like it's not the grappling hook. Is it the ceramic bowl? Nope, I guess we're doing nothing. Alright, so now it's just back to recaps. Let's go to the chateau, because my other question is, do we start again at the entrance point, you know? Does the jumpsuit choose our music, or do they set that up for us? Yep, we start back here again. Oh, it did go into his back. It came from back there. Now that's a narrative inconsistency. Even the manual clearly says, as it did in the last game, hey, that if we have an object, it won't be in the time period anymore. Yet the arrow came back. I guess because it had to. Okay, so now we can be a little more careful to see whether we might have missed anything the first time. A view. I'm getting used to looking every which way at every possible point. Wheel, it was either that or he kindly helped him keep history correct by stabbing him. Yeah, we don't have many things to stab him with, if you meant us. Steve. Look at the textures here. Most impressive. Can we head out this way? That'd be nice. There's our good old downward staircase. All right. So as far as we know, that's the only place that's been able to get us anywhere, right? We've explored at the bottom, we've explored at the 2/3 point. I am under a time crunch during game time. I have to get messages out in a timely manner so they remain relevant. Don't we all? I thought that was the one that opened. But I guess it's this one. Hey. I might also like to check out our biochips again. I forget which we have. We have jump, interface, files, evidence, cloak, and blank. And the idea with blank is that we can add new functions by downloading program information into them. Now what I'm seeing here is that we can't move forward from this spot for some reason. Is there anything on our thumb drive there? Yeah, good question. We should look at that. For some reason I've been neglecting it. Why can't we? Oh, because we have to open it. That's right. Access. Ah, yes. Very good, Lexi. Somehow we'd neglected to do this. Should we do it right here in the castle? Why not? Oh my gosh. Let's look at the agent dossiers first. Look at all these agents. We have this lovely crackling fire to read by. Michelle Vizard is Agent 3. We're Gage Blackwood. Agent 6 is Roger O'Rourke. And Agent 10 is Tamara Walsh. Only 4 of us. I think that comes out of the manual, so we can read it carefully later if you like. I can't think what would be particularly useful there at the moment. Wow, that was a quick crush. So we'll leave that for now. Maybe we'll read after break. What happened over here? Is this just where we got the grappling hook from? It might just be the manual. But we didn't have dossiers in the manual. But I did recognize the jumpsuit overview from the manual. Oh yeah, that's the toilet where we got the grappling hook from. And then there were none. Did I stop and check all the latrines on this row before? Oh, that was only one step. One movement. No roof climbing for us, it looks like. The nicest view. These toilets seem a bit misplaced for toilets. Oh yeah. It killed us this time? Why did it kill us? An explosive shower of debris from a nearby boulder impact knocked Agent 5 off a 15-meter parapet, causing a terminal impact with the ground below. Oh, maybe it was because last time I waited before going forward there. Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. I didn't think there was a need to save.
You have 3 messages.
We did even save before we watched the messages. So we haven't explored our office yet. Our home. But we didn't do anything of consequence, right? We just learned. And then we went and failed to grapple the space station. Can I see the little action figure on the table again? Which table would that be? Oh, down in our living area? I see. Yeah. Bandai the Journeyman Project action figure. Maybe that. Alright, let's jump again. Oh yes, those ones. That's what I was thinking when she said that as well. That's a very accurate arrow. I wonder whether it really was intentional or not. Perhaps we'll find out something about that. Now we know. And there's nothing I can do to keep walking like we could in the first game that I'm aware of. Is there any advantage to not making the cannonball blow up the... We could try that this time. Oh, that was the wrong place? A poorly placed weapon rack interceded Agent 5's effort to infiltrate the middle bailey of Chateau Gaillard. The resulting puncture wounds were fatal. Nice suit. The next of kin have been notified. How did they know? Alright, here we go again.
You have 3 messages.
The manual does say that the suit is not particularly protective, as functional as it might be. We're getting used to this, huh? Also, why are we still using the Gregorian calendar here? Or aren't we? Now we have to find the place where we went down before. Was it closer to where the boulder impact was? What do you call whatever that projectile is, anyway? A rock. So that's your name for it, is it? Alright. Turn and wait. Turn and turn back. Turn this way. Turn, turn. And wait. Maybe this would be a good time to save. Well, if it's a trebuchet or catapult, I think they'd stuff them with practically anything. Yeah. So nothing's happening. How did we survive it the first time? Do we have to try walking forward? Let's try it. Yeah, it killed us. I don't get it. Are we supposed to know the second time that it's going to happen? And we can't jump down here because we'll get speared. I really don't remember what to do next then. I just don't recall. We need to find somewhere to go down, right? I take it you don't, Lexi. It's not over there, is it? How did we do it? Oh, are there two roofs we can go by? There's this roof, and then we can't reach that roof. Yeah, this area down here is where we fall into, right? So we have to take one more step forward. Yeah.